Congratulations on the win. I know it was a hard fought. You mentioned after the fight that you were on some antibiotics. Like, how serious were things leading into the fight?
Let's just say I got off amoxicillin Friday.
Okay.
So I felt like shit, and then I'm not gonna lie, I messed up my ribs 2 weeks ago. So my ribs were fucked before, and it was just like, thank God for the PI. They were here and they helped me every fucking day. We got it to be good enough for the fight, and went out there and made it happen. So yeah.
And we can ask you now, obviously, because you won the fight, but I know it looked like a tough weight cut yesterday. Looked like that was the case?
Dude, the fucking pills, the amoxicillin was holding weight. I talked to the PI people too, and they said the same thing, that when you're on antibiotics, it's very hard to cut weight. So while my body was trying to recover, I'm trying to fucking deplete it. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So it was just a nightmare, but I'm pretty fucking tough between the ears and made it happen.
Was there ever a point you thought you might pull out of this fight?
Nah, I mean, like the first time I fought him, honestly, I was fucking just jogging for the fight because I was hurt too.
Mhm.
I didn't want to pull out just because I wanted to make a fucking statement. I needed that number 9 spot. Um, I've been stuck at like, was it 13, 14 forever? It feels like. So I planned on coming here. I plan on coming no matter what to fight.
What was the game plan going into the fight?
Beat his ass. It was pretty much the same as last time. I knew that he had really good fast kicks, and he would stay in his face and break him. And that's what I did.
What about like him since the first fight? What was there anything that surprised you in terms of how he looked? No.
No,
Okay.
he's still fucking really fucking good, tough motherfucker. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
He's exactly who I thought he was gonna be, who the coaches thought he was gonna be. Um, my hat's off to Brennan Allen. I got so much love for the guy, and I told him, I'm like, bro, can we quit fucking fighting? And if we're gonna fight again, hopefully it's for a fucking belt. Like, you know what I mean? Because I really do like the guy.
Any worries going to the scorecards? Because it was a pretty close fight.
I knew he had the first. The second was, I don't, I think I had the second, and then I fucking the third. It was like, you have to win this, and I was like, all right. And I fell off, and then he fell off, and I was like, I stayed on top, and I was like, well, try to finish big. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I never know when it goes to the judges. You know what I mean? You never know what the fuck who's watching what.
Just last one for me. There were a few, hometown fighters on this card, but you got one of the biggest receptions, and I was seeing fans everywhere, even at the weigh-ins yesterday. What does that say about your support, sort of going into this fight? Like everyone seemed to be here for you.
Man, I've had so many people out here from just the town I'm from. There's like at least 100 motherfuckers waiting for me to come out tonight. So it was absolute blessing, man. There's so many people that like are starting to believe in me, and it's just a blessing to have and see. You know what I mean?
Hey, Anthony.
Hello.
So I counted 4 reversals in the first 2 rounds. How was that grappling from your perspective? Did he surprise you with anything, or was it kind of similar to the first fight?
Similar to the first fight.
And in that first round, I believe you threw a head kick, or he threw a head kick. You caught it, and he tried to take your back off that head kick. I've never
Yeah.
seen that before.
Yeah,
Did
no,
that surprise you?
he's a motherfucker. No, I didn't surprise me because the first time he fucking took my back like that was some weird ass shit on the cage when I was trying to like wrestle him. He like spider monkeyed around, so I knew what he had. You know what I mean? He's really fucking good. I mean, he's number 9 for a reason, or he was number 9 for a reason. You know what I mean?
And now I guess you're officially a top 10 guy, I would say, most likely. Any names that catch your eye in the top 10?
Honestly, I really don't give a fuck. Give me someone who's gonna prove that I'm ready for a title shot. Anyone from 5 up, I would love to fight.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Fluffy. It seemed like in that third round he hit you with something and like you kind of like were blocking. Like was it like a punch to the eye or something? Like do you
Bruh,
remember?
that shit went right in my eye socket, and they fucking stopped when I hit him with the jab in the eye. They stopped it. When he hit me in the eye, they didn't stop it. I was like, you motherfuckers. You know what I mean? It's just like whatever. I figure it out. Back up. Try to like see again, and if he does get close enough, hit that motherfucker. You know what I mean? But yeah, no, that shit sucked.
Were you surprised he wasn't trying to strike with you more and he just wanted to keep engaging with you with wrestling?
Not really. I mean, it's kind of how like he's kind of like he falls into the like a pattern. You know what I mean? Like he will try to beat you out. He's very well rounded, so he will try to beat you at your game, kind of, and that's kind of like what happened. And plus, when I'm coming forward, it's kind of hard to kickbox.
I just wanted to go back to Friday real quick. the weigh-ins, obviously at the last minute, was it ever touch and go? Like, man, I might miss at that point because you did take it to the wire.
Yeah, no, it was fucking sketchy, man. I was I was freaking out for a second. I'm not gonna lie. But we fucking managed to do it. You know what I mean? Had to weigh in naked, but fuck it. It is what it is. I was on antibiotics. I mean, there's really like everything that could have went wrong, and we still managed to fucking gangster it out. So it is what it is.
Congrats.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Over here, Fluffy. The fight was very competitive, especially compared to, let's say, your fight against Michelle Pereira. Do you think that is more indicative of the quality of guys you're beginning to fight, or maybe how depleted you were coming into the fight?
I don't want to take away like saying I was depleted just because he is very good. You know what I mean? I don't know. It is what it is. He's a very well-rounded fighter. My hats are always off to Brandon Allen. You know what I mean? I don't want to take anything away from anyone. I'm sure he felt like shit too. But I was the bigger dog today.
I feel like that answer segues nicely into this next one. You're right. I saw so many people in fluffy t-shirts everywhere I walked today. I would describe you as a very normal and grounded person relative to a lot of fighters. Is it at all surreal to see the sort of support that you're getting right now?
And it's fucking awesome. It's like everything I've ever believed in. People are starting to see. You know what I mean? I've always believed in myself, and now people are starting to believe in me too. And it's very fucking touching. It's a blessing.
We talked earlier in the week, and you mentioned already here tonight that, you were a little annoyed this week and coming into this of being stuck in 12, 13, 14.
Yeah,
You're going to be in the top 10 when the rankings update. What's that mean to you now?
man, it's a blessing, but at the same time, I'm still not happy because the only thing I want is the damn belt, man. The fucking all this other shit doesn't really matter to me. It's like, all right, cool, we did it, but I expected to do this, so now it's just like I was telling the coaches, it's back to work on Monday. I'll be in the gym. We're back to studying, be back to lifting, back to everything.
For a dude that doesn't like wrestling and didn't like wrestling initially, you now have the record for the most takedowns in the middleweight division. Do we have to admit that we really like wrestling now?
No, I still don't. But but my coaches make it very fun, and they've helped me a lot. Nah, my like honestly it kind of like it warms my heart a little bit because my dad was a wrestler, so it just comes back to that. You know what I mean? It's a fucking blessing that I'm getting noticed for great wrestling when I didn't. I wrestled for like in school. I got kicked off for grades, maybe like half a semester in wrestling, and then I have fucking amazing coaches that have been like helping me, doing a lot of privates and just cleaning up areas like super amazing.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. Thank you.